Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very interesting young person who will be talking about health, good health. And she came all the way from
California, Los Angeles.
California to Chicago to really somehow educate our viewers with what she has done, what she has experienced, and what she has written to help the public, the viewers like you out there
Yes.
about your health. Help me welcome Miss Angela Landeros,
Thank
the
you.
author of the Flog Journal. What is the Flog Journal, Angela?
What is it? It's a big book, right? It's
It is a big
intimidating.
book. Look, it's so thick. How many pages?
It's about 500 pages. But
500 pages.
it's intimidating, but it's really for
Intimidating,
you.
correct.
It's for you to create your own journey through health by journaling everything that you eat for 6 months and how it makes you feel. So, everything that you put in your body and the symptoms that you feel. So at that point, then you start connecting symptoms to food and ingredients. But you're not just making it up. It's all in the book. All the instruction is in the book for how to flog, how to food log. So you're not alone. Food is difficult for many people, but I want people to realize that they do not have to look at food as a scary thing. That food is what we need, but we can make better choices
It's
in
not
food.
just food, it's the correct food.
It's the correct food, yes.
All right. So, well, how did you get started about this concept of educating people? I know that you had undergone some kind of a health issue.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
can you please tell our viewing
absolutely.
audience?
For me, in 2007, I developed a left leg that couldn't get me very far, but I didn't know why. I was heat sensitive on hot days. I couldn't go in a hot tub or even just take a hot bath. I couldn't walk. I was a wet noodle. And I didn't know why, and I chose to cover it up. It was too scary, and I didn't want to see it. Until 2012, I couldn't ignore it anymore. Something was wrong. And I
You
developed.
didn't go to any doctor
I
at the
didn't.
time?
No, it was too scary. I didn't want to know. And I think a lot of people do that, is just cover it up, or, you take something over the counter, you deal with it.
Yes, self medication.
Yeah, you self medicate and you just ignore it. So when I couldn't ignore it anymore in 2012, I developed a tremor in my left arm. So for an example, as I was showing you, just to put a pin cap on a pin, I can't do that. That's a fine motor skill where my nerves are damaged. I would have to like anchor my arm and do that, and that's how MS has affected me. I choose to not walk very long distances. I definitely don't run, but I look fit and healthy, and those are invisible
You
disabilities
look very healthy,
that people don't realize.
but
Others
they don't know how you felt.
Right. Yes, and until you see those limitations, you really don't know. Until I start talking to somebody and sharing my story. So with that tremor developing, I also had psoriasis and hives that I just knew if I ate something tomato based, it made it worse. And I would tell the dermatologist, because I did finally go to doctors, I told them, if I have this, it makes it worse, and they just did not understand that. So for me, I thought there's another way. And I started doing the research on naturopathic medicine and what are the
What
foods.
kind of illness were you diagnosed?
And through
MS,
this
right?
process,
Multiple sclerosis.
it's multiple sclerosis. And through about 6 months of tests upon tests, and they weren't quite willing to give me that diagnosis until we did brain MRIs and scans. We saw the lesions in my brain and cervical spine. They do a spinal tap to see if you have antibodies in your spine attacking your system. They wanted to know all the symptoms that I have felt. And all those years ago, I never thought my leg was connected to any of this. and the weakness there until I said, doctor, I can't walk far. But I thought it was because I had hip surgery and this is what happened. But as soon as he knew that, he said, we have your diagnosis. And they were willing to give me that. It's a good thing, I think, to have a diagnosis. You know where you might head, but you're not going to get educated necessarily by most Western-trained doctors to know what to do naturally. So the research after that is how I found that food causes the inflammation to your immune system, and that your immune system can attack itself and cause autoimmunity.
That's why I took
Okay. About your research. So you applied what you researched in treating yourself, right?
Yes, treating myself with research. So I listen to a lot of naturopathic doctors and people with their own personal journeys online.
Your personal journey.
Yes, and they all talked about food.
Yes.
And I finally said, yes, somebody is telling me what I want to hear. Somebody is telling me why soy is bad and why that actually caused the rashes and psoriasis on my skin.
And from there on, you were able to self-medicate. And with this project, you really wrote everything here with your project. How you did it step by step.
Yes, step by step.
And in this book, that what you'd call a journal,
Yeah.
like a diary.
Yes.
If they buy, if they buy this book, they can follow and jot down what they're doing from day to day, right?
Yes, day to day for 6 months.
For 6 months.
Yeah, which is why it's such a large book. All the education is really only in the first 30 or so pages, and then you take 182 days of self-discovery. You're learning about yourself and the discipline that you can have. So logging and journaling,
Vlogging and journal.
vlogging, food logging,
Mhm.
really teaches us a lot about ourselves and what we're willing to do and sacrifice for our own health to feel better.
Okay, is this only for those people who are suffering or have suffered from MS?
That's a wonderful question, because I really think that nobody should get sick first before they take their health into their own hands. That would be my biggest message to people, is you don't have to be sick to have change in your life. As you're aging, you want to age well. You want to try to prevent Alzheimer's and other degenerative diseases, and food can actually do that.
Okay, straw eating is your number one target, right?
Number one.
Because you change your eating habits and the food that you ate, that's the reason you were able to cure yourself
Yeah.
from MS.
Yeah, and can I say cure? I'm not a doctor, but I can say prevent the progression of,
prevention.
I still have MS and I still, live with that on a daily basis, but it's my goal to not become worse.
So, would you really say that you are totally cured from MS because of the change in your
Yeah.
food style?
I believe that in my heart that I have cured it, that I'm faithful that way. Medically, I can't say that, right? I'm not a doctor, but I have a lot of faith in what I do, and the results are so much proof to say, yes, I do believe that I've cured that.
Okay.
I've cured the psoriasis and the hives, so I think I
Really?
can cure MS, yes.
So what do you do with those?
With
With your hives?
With the hives, that's all food choice. If I eat the wrong thing, and that's typically going to be soy or gluten, there's other food chemicals that will inflame my body and create the hives on my arms. And a lot of people deal with psoriasis or eczema. And every time I watch a commercial, watch TV, and you see so many drug commercials and they talk about eczema or psoriasis, and I just want to yell at the TV. I want to yell at the people through the TV to really just tell people, yeah, take drugs, that's okay. It's going to stop, it's going to slow down that inflammation a lot. But there's other things that you can do.
Do you also resort to natural supplements?
I do.
You do?
I used to take a lot of supplements and natural supplements. Everything that, again, that I researched that was going to be beneficial for my brain and my nerves. Yes, I did. But now, really, I realize I don't need as many of those natural supplements because a non-inflammatory diet really gives me what I need. But there are some things that I still take, like vitamin D or iron pills. Those seem to keep my levels. I still go to the doctor. I still trust in my doctors. And they
You
need to
still
take my
do
blood tests.
contact your doctor.
Yeah, they do need to take my blood tests and see where I'm at.
And he's agreeable with you,
No.
with what you do. All right. Oh, there is a conflict in there, huh?
There is a conflict, and I just saw a specialist that said, diet alone will not stop MS. And I respect the doctor. That scared me, and I had to reevaluate my feelings and my faith in what I do and my faith in God, because I believe all of this was given to me through my faith, and I had to, reconstitute myself that no, what I'm doing is right, and I can't always listen to the doctor, or I can't always take action on their advice. I have to believe that what I'm doing is right.
So these days, you're feeling 100% well?
I feel 100% well. I really do. The MS, the damage that it did to my left leg or the tremor in my arm, those are things I deal with on a daily. But honestly, I feel amazing because I've had those past symptoms that were really pretty horrible. Had a lot of
Okay, Angela. What is the message
The
for writing this
message-
book?
The message that I have for people is that it's never ever too late to take your health into your hands.
Never too late.
Right.
And how about the belief that you can handle yourself better than anybody else, right?
Yes. I 100% believe in my own hands taking control of my
You can
health.
take control of your life.
Yeah. And of your life, yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
I like
100%.
that. Such a young girl, and look at what she has accomplished. Where can our viewing audience find your book? How
The
can
book
they
is anywhere online, any online bookstores, but you can buy it through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's very easy to order, and through the publisher. But yeah, it's available.
Are you doing all right since it's released? When was this released?
It was only published this past Christmas. So it's really still brand new, still getting traction for the book, getting the word out there for people to be able to do this on their own. So it's
How
all
about the
pretty new.
price? How much is it?
It's an ebook also, so you can buy the ebook for $3.99, and the paperback is about $33.99 because it's such a large book. There's a lot of pages in there.
It is a large book.
yeah.
500 pages, believe it
If
or
you're
not.
not quite ready to commit to journaling yourself, you can actually get the guidelines from the ebook and, investigate and find out whether you want to commit to it. Of course, I recommend that you commit to it because I can't say enough on how much it helps.
Do you have a website?
And theflogjournal.com is the website, and a lot of those food protocols are on the website too. And I just really hope that people reach out to me via social media also, just the Flog Journal on Instagram or Facebook. There is a group page on Facebook. And talk to me, reach out. I'm available to answer questions, and you can see what my journey has been like through social media also. Like, I'm very happy to share that.
So Angela, these days you go around promoting your book.
Yes. Yeah. For the most part, what I've done is try to be involved with the organizations that are MS related and that are gluten free related, even the celiac disease organizations that put together events. So I've been involved with those to have my book there to talk to those people. They're pretty like-minded, so I want people to understand it doesn't matter, which autoimmune disease you have. We all have a problem with inflammation through food.
Do you entertain your clients if they have any questions? Would you entertain them through maybe answering their emails
Yeah.
or telephone calls?
Yeah, absolutely. Mostly through
What
email
number can they
and social
call
media.
you?
I don't usually do it through phone number, but through connect@theflogjournal.com. That is the email that you can reach me at. And then again through Instagram and Facebook. That has so much communication these days.
Oh, you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Got to be friends with you.
Yes.
All right. So, Angela, one last word before we sign off.
Thank
To
you
our-
guys for having me so much. I've never been to Chicago, so this was my first trip.
This is your first trip?
Yeah,
Oh.
never been, so it's
You
happy
got
to
to
be
enjoy
here.
it.
It's great weather
Beautiful.
today.
It's a beautiful city.
It's not hot. I heard it was raining yesterday. I saw that on the news, and it's not raining. The sun is out. A little windy, but it's the windy city, right? So
It's hot these days,
that's
unusual,
what I've
but
heard.
it's summer.
It picked the right day for me to come because I can't do the heat or the cold,
Yeah.
so it's just perfect. So
All
thank you,
right.
Chicago.
Which part of California did you come from?
I was raised in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
But
Beautiful.
Yep, so beautiful. But I've lived in Los Angeles for now 14 years. So,
Oh.
yeah, long time. Now it's the home base.
Okay, Angela. Thank you for gracing our show today, and also enjoy the beautiful Chicago.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, and I. This is a very heavy book too.
It's a heavy
Because-
concept.
Yes. At maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Ako po si Veronica. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.